it's Ren. Let's see what's making news. Polling stations across India have opened their doors today, kicking off the world's biggest election. Here's Michelle.
People travel by boat, hike for hours, wade through water and even ride donkeys to make sure the world's biggest election runs smoothly. India has the largest population in the world, but before anyone can actually cast their vote, polling stations have to travel to every corner of this very big country. It's a mammoth operation. So instead of a single election day, or even an election month, this all unfolds over 6 weeks, starting today and ending on the 1st of June. More than 15 million poll workers set up around 1 million polling stations, so everyone can access a station if they want to have their say. Elections are held every 5 years. This will be the biggest democratic election the world's ever seen, with almost 1 billion people casting their votes. More than 18 million of those will be young Indians voting for the first time.
For me, I think the biggest issue is probably job creation and employment job opportunities. As a young adult, I'm very aware of the need to find stable employment.
Opinion polls are showing Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the favourite. And if he wins, it will be his 3rd term in office. But we'll just have to wait till early June to find out.
If you were planning to go to the Central Coast Mariners A-League game on the weekend, well, I've got some bad news for you. The game's been postponed. Yep, the Mariners are currently stuck in Dubai after major flooding there has meant a bunch of flights have been cancelled. They played their first leg of the AFC Cup in Kyrgyzstan on Wednesday night and were due back in Australia to play Adelaide United on Sunday. Now the A-League have made the call to reschedule the game for a later date. Sydney siders might be pretty familiar with these guys opening up their wheelie bins to look for food. And now, scientists say these clever cockatoos have spread their wings to some new suburbs. Here's Sash.
You may know these guys as the bin chickens of Australia. But in New South Wales, there's another Aussie bird that seems to love our wheelie bins. Yep, turns out one human's trash is another cockatoo's treasure.
With the community's help, we've been able to map where it is and is not occurring and learn about how that behaviour has been spreading across the landscape.
See, a few years ago, people started noticing that the sulphur-crested cockatoos in Sydney were flipping open wheelie bins to steal leftover food. So scientists wanted to know what was going on. Turns out, over just a couple of years, sightings of cockatoos opening bins rose from across 3 southern Sydney suburbs to across 44 suburbs.
They're observing other birds opening bins and then learning it through repeated observations from their social foraging associates.
To try and stop the birds, people got a bit creative, adding shoes or bricks to bins, and one suburb even trialled bin locks. But nothing seems to be working. Now the flipping has spread to even more suburbs, like Avalon and Newport. And scientists from the Clever Cocky project, which runs an online survey every year, say that it's really proof of how intelligent and social cockatoos are. Hey, get out of here! Was that even a cockatoo?
This is music to my ears, just like these next stories. First, to a name most people are probably familiar with, Taylor Swift. Her new album, The Tortured Poets Department, dropped today, but not without great anticipation. 2 days ago, fans were flocking to this building in Chicago, which unveiled a QR code alongside the title of Tay-Tay's new album. And just yesterday, fans were sent into a frenzy over a suspected album leak. Speaking of enjoying music, how's this?
Fruit salad, yummy, yummy.
You're probably thinking the DJ looks familiar, and that's because she is. Yep, it's Dorothy from The Wiggles. And after a recent surprise set in Melbourne, Australian DJ Lenny Pierce has just dropped the Wiggles remix album, full of old-time bangers with a techno twist. And finally, music for your eyes. This is Benja, an endangered baby white rhino. He lives at Whipsnade Zoo in the UK, a place which protects endangered animals, and has only just started venturing outside with his mum. Who knew rhinos could be so cute? Well, that's all we have time for today. Hope you have a great weekend and we'll see you on Monday.